Hey friends. Okay, so it's Saturday around 2:10 p.m. or it is 2:10 p.m. and I just smoked a little weed, which made me have some thoughts. And so here we go. So I'm constantly wanting to go on trips. Like, I'm leaving Austin every few months, and I'll leave for like 2 weeks to a month at a time. And like, there's this part of me that's just constantly looking up flights. Like, if I find a good flight, I would leave tomorrow, Like, I'm just always kind of down to leave Austin. And that has not always been the case. I would say this has been within the past 2 years. So I'm wondering, like, why is that? Why is it that I no longer feel a connection to Austin, or why I no longer like want to spend an extended period of time in the city of Austin? Like, often when I'm coming home, I feel like it's mainly to check on my little plant babies and just like make sure my house is still in good condition. But if I did not have a house here, I don't know that I would be here. And yeah, so why is that? And like, can I find my love for Austin again? Is Austin the problem, or am I the problem? So here's what I realized. Like, whenever anyone asks me what was the highlight of your day, the highlight is always going to be something that was based on an experience I had with another person. It's not going to be like, oh, making my painting. I've noticed it's really always like, oh, it was doing my Spanish lesson, or it was talking to my therapist. And as you can see, like, when I'm in Austin, these are the people I'm talking to. My Spanish teacher, my therapist, or like a coworker via video call. But we don't even have the video on, so just via normal call. I don't really have that many repeating interactions with people in the city, like face-to-face interactions. And yeah, that's what's missing in my life here, a sense of community. Like, I think without community is what makes us feel connected. I really think community makes a huge difference in your experience wherever you live. So right now, if someone asks me like, oh, tell me about your community, I mean, I feel like the answer is mainly my plants and my paintings. Like, I can tell you about my plants and my paintings. And yeah, so, well, why don't I go make some friends? You would think that's what people have asked me. It is hard. It's really hard to make friends. So I'm 30, and I feel like once I turned like 28, 29, like, it became harder to have male friends. Specifically single male friends, it became harder to have. So at this point, like, I do have a few single male friends. But what will happen with having single male friends often is you start to realize, like, oh, they are maybe interested in me. Like, that always happens. They always end up seeming to be interested in me, or like hitting on me, or like kind of saying things that are making it apparent, like, okay, they're interested in me, but I'm like, well, I thought you were my friend, And then it kind of is like this whole time, were you spending time with me because you're interested in me? So I think that has happened to me with a few previous single male friends. And maybe that's left me feeling a little jaded, like, about having single male friends. And I think I'm pretty much correct with my assumptions and all of that. So yeah. So that being said, like, I want to make female friends. That would be amazing to have some female friends. And I don't know, like, there was a community I spent time in, like, and I've met women from it, but, and we've maybe hung out before, but it's like, I don't know, maybe sometimes it feels like, okay, I might extend something to them and maybe they're busy, but then they never try reaching out to me. So, I mean, I could try again, but I guess it's like, I'm trying to think, Yeah. I mean, and I'll have women invite me to things, but it's always things to help them promote whatever they need to promote. So it's almost like an influencer type, hey, you want to come to this type thing? And it's not like, hey, you want to come over and bake cookies, you know, like genuinely getting to know someone activities. So, I mean, I'll try to go to that kind of stuff. And, you know, that's probably a start, just even though that's not ideal, going to an influencer type event. I mean, that's cool too, but not in wanting to really get to know someone. That could still be a first point. Like, hey, I showed up for you. The other thing that I know, like, I need to sign up for something that happens on a recurring basis in person. That's hard for me. Like, all of the activities or things I do on a recurring basis happen online, which is mainly therapy and Spanish lessons. So, yeah, like, and podcast episodes, they're all things I can watch or do online. So if I could sign up for like a dance class here that happens every Sunday, like with the same group of people, or an art class, maybe even there's an in-person Spanish class or like Spanish meetup. Yeah, and then I have my club that I go to, which they do have some regular events and like clubs. Yeah, I guess I just gotta join these things. Y'all, I'm just kind of an introvert, and it's not natural for me to be in a bunch of clubs. Like, I'm also just a free spirit. I like to do things when I feel like doing them. For me to be on like I have to be there every Sunday at this time, it's just not my ideal thing. But I mean, if that's what's gonna help me make friends and enjoy my life in Austin, then that could be a good start. When I go to Mexico City, like, it's so easy to walk everywhere that I feel like my whole day I'm just out of the house, which automatically leads me to meet people. And yeah, so I think that's something that I like about Mexico City. And yeah, I think in general, meeting up culture in Mexico City, there's more meetup culture because it's easier to meet up. Whereas in Austin, it's kind of like, I feel like you got to make the plans pretty far ahead of time with people. And, I mean, there is meeting up at music shows. Those were regular meetups. Yeah. But I haven't been going to as many. I don't even know where I was going. I guess the meetup culture spill that I was on. Meetup culture. Yeah. Well, anyways, y'all, those are kind of the high thoughts. Thank you for this therapy session. Yeah, I think no matter where I go, I'm gonna have the same problem I'm having in Austin if I don't make friends. It's all focused around the friends. I did have a thought, like, do I need to move downtown because then I can walk everywhere and have more of that lifestyle that I do have in Mexico City? But I don't know, maybe it's just getting out and applying myself. It's also this time of year makes it a little bit harder, I think. Yeah, because I just have less energy in general. It's kind of hibernation mode. Okay, friends. Wow, this plant is just gorgeous. Say hello, planty. Hi, little plant baby. And did y'all see my Christmas nail? Oh, that one got paint on it. Oh, so cute. Okay, friends. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for the high hang. I will be back next week. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Give yourself a hug. Love to you all. Bye.